and welcome to Rooted and Unwithered. I'm Cole Newton, and the following meditation is from my series called Pride in Proverbs, and this is over Proverbs chapter 11, verse 2, which reads in the ESV, "When pride comes, then comes disgrace, but with the humble is wisdom." Pride is arrogance and self-conceit, a lofty view of self. Pride, by its very nature, scorns disgrace and shame. It cannot endure them, for they dismantle being proud. It is extremely ironic, therefore, that this proverb teaches us that pride brings disgrace with it, carrying along the very thing that it most utterly hates. But why does pride bring disgrace along with it? The higher one's view of self is, the greater potential there is for disgrace. The humble, which are of course the opposite of the proud, are far less likely to be disgraced for the simple fact that the humble already know their shame and disgrace. The humble are humble precisely because they have a proper view of self. They know their sins, their failures, their shortcomings. Their self-understanding is not inflated and therefore is not likely to burst like a balloon at the slightest prick of a pin. It is right, then, that the humble have wisdom. Their eyes are open to see the world as it truly is, for they have the resolve to see themselves as they truly are. Like all of Proverbs, you will notice that this verse is simply exploring in different language and from different angles the truth of Proverbs chapter 1, verse 7. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. Fools despise wisdom and instruction. What is more humbling than the fear of the Lord? Just ask Isaiah, who stood before the throne of God and heard the seraphim crying out his constant and eternal praise, and at the sight lamented, "Woe is me, for I am lost, for I am a man of unclean lips, and I dwell in the midst of a people of unclean lips. For my eyes have seen the King, the Lord of hosts." Indeed, because God is the creator of all things, a proper fear of him is, by necessity, the beginning of true knowledge and wisdom. And what is more prideful than rejecting wisdom and instruction, especially when it comes from the Creator? How audacious would we be to dismiss the counsel of a house's architect and builder after having observed the house for just a couple of minutes? Or what if we skimmed through a novel and then claimed greater expertise over the book than the book's author? This is precisely what we do whenever we, with lifespans capping out at a century at the max, reject the Creator's own instruction regarding the cosmos that he himself designed and continues to uphold. So is it any wonder that the proud must inevitably come to disgrace? Thank you so much for listening. For more resources for knowing and loving God's Word, please visit bcnewton.co. And until next time, grace and peace.